Hello, children. I come up with another new chapter, and it is from a reader book. The chapter name is The Night We Won the Buick, and it is written by John Griggs. And this is also a beautiful chapter where it is based on some values of life. So let us see what is in the story. So it was just before World War II, and there were only the family in New York town that didn't possess a car. And the writer, the narrator of the story, was a typical teenager, and for him, no car means, it was a disgraceful thing. And on their daily shopping, trips were made in a small two-wheel basket cart and drawn by an ancient pony that my mother's had named Barkis after the character in David Copperfield. So Bonnie Barkis was a comic I saw that time. And so they were poor family, and his father's salary as a clerk was too less, and they couldn't even support their lives properly, so how they will buy a car. And even their house was also mortgaged. And mother of the family, here there are three characters, okay, the mother, father, and the son. And these three characters were just talking and saying about the story. So the mother always used to console the family. She used to say to the family that if you have character, you have the better part of will. It's very true, children. Even if you possess lots of material wealth, if you don't have a good character, nobody will like you. And character is one of the precious assets of human's life. So the mother always used to tell her son that, see, to get a car is not so important, but if you have a good character, this means a lot. So don't feel sad that we don't own a car. And so the reply was, you can't buy a car with it. Yet she succeeded in making poverty tolerable in all other respects. And so the mother, she knew the secret of using a few yards of the right chains and a little paint in the right place. But the garage still stable Barkis and not a car. So yes, they also had a garage, but it was used by whom? It was used by the pony cart instead of a beautiful car. And suddenly, there arrived a good moment in their life, and so that they can change, that means the narrator could change his shame into a blaze of glory. And for Wicks, a new Buick Roadmaster. Buick is a brand name of a car, and it is produced in America. Okay, so it was in a biggest showroom, and everybody was just viewing the Buick, and all had a thought in their minds who would get the Buick because it was a lottery prize. And on the day of the announcement of the prize of the lottery tickets, that time, surprisingly, that the narrator's father, he purchased two lottery tickets before. And so, among from the two tickets, one ticket came out as a prize for the Buick Roadmaster. So the boy had like amazing dream, and which is now about to be fulfilling also. So he thought that we will get a Buick car now because they have won the lottery. But again, some kind of dissatisfaction came into their mind. What was that? And father, he was a very honest person. So when he got to know that they have won the lottery ticket, he came home to check and verify which was the ticket because he bought two tickets. And you know what? Here, the ticket he bought, in one of the tickets, he wrote a small letter K. And actually, when he bought the ticket, he was asking his boss name was Jim Kendrick, and he was a multimillionaire. He was asking his boss that, shall I buy a ticket for you? And the ticket was not so much, so it was a small amount of money. So boss said, okay, you buy. And he bought. But when he bought, he was an honest man, so he wrote K on top of the one of the lottery ticket. So he came running back to home to verify. And when he saw that the winner of the lottery ticket actually was not him, it was who? It was his boss, because on the lottery ticket it was written as K. And so then what happened? He actually wanted to give it back to his boss, the ticket, and he called up John Kendrick, but that time he didn't even answer his call because it was night time, and he uh, doesn't want to get disturbed at night. And in the next morning again, when he rang up, he called up and he told his boss that you have won the lottery ticket. So what did he do? He was a multimillionaire, right? He even could have gifted the car to him due to his honesty. But what he said that he will send the driver to his place to collect the lottery ticket. And that time, the narrator's dream shattered, because he was just thinking to own a very beautiful Buick, the Roadmaster, the car, and his dream got shattered immediately. His mother always with an aphorism. What is aphorism? It is some quotations which we repeatedly say. So again, she said that if you have character, you have the better part of wealth, and took on a new meaning. And the narrator looking back over the years, and he was just thinking that I would someday become a rich man and I can also own a car. But that telephone call made by his dad disappointed him, disheartened him, and so he thought that we will never become rich again. And this is how the story ends here. And from this story, you can make out that it's very true that we should always be honest, because he could have cheated, the father could have cheated his boss by saying that it was his own lottery ticket, but he was so honest and so loyal. So he said the truth and he gave the lottery ticket to his boss. He could have kept the car with him, but he didn't, because the character is very important than any material wealth in this world. So this story teaches us a very good lesson that whatever might be in your life, we should never be with the wrong thing, and we should never accept anything which is wrong. So we should always build up a good character so that we'll be liked by everyone, will be helped by everyone. And once a character is lost, everything is lost. So children, it's very clear. So you also have to try to have a good character and always be honest. So here it ends the story like this. So children, I'm sure you understood this chapter very nicely, and it was really motivating and inspiring story. And yes, though there was little bit of dissatisfaction, but still the narrator at one point of time must be very happy that his father was so honest, and he even throughout his childhood days and throughout his life, his mother's values were always very strong, which she taught him. So he was also with a good character. So yes, character is very important than money. So this is the moral of the story. And children, you all have to do the work which will be assigned to you, and please submit it on time. And we'll surely meet in the next class with again another new chapter. And till then, you all stay blessed and happy, and stay home, stay safe, because the pandemic situation is worsening nowadays. And if you are at home, you will be always safe. And take care of your mom and dad and your brothers and sisters. Be happy at home. So for today, I end up here, and thank you, children.